good morning or good afternoon or good evening, whatever the case may be. I'm not sure when you're watching these videos. No matter what time it is, Beverly and I hope and pray you're doing well and your family is safe. And we pray you're managing through these uncharted waters. And that comment paves the way for this discussion. The elders, the staff, and some of the deacons began a study several months ago of a book called Canoeing the Mountains. Here is a copy of the book by Todd Bolsinger. The basic premise of the book deals with the fact that leadership in a changing world, either in the church or in a secular world, will face unexpected challenges. The book compares the expectations Lewis and Clark had versus the reality they encountered when they were commissioned by Thomas Jefferson to explore the Missouri River. The objective was to find a waterway westward to the Pacific Ocean. The common belief was that at some point near the headwaters of the Missouri River, they would discover a gentle slope and find navigable waterways or river down to the Pacific Ocean. But what did they actually find? They found the Rocky Mountains. They found the Continental Divide. The canoes they were traveling in and had traveled in up to this point became completely useless, except for one thing. They were used as firewood. They had to improvise and to do things differently. That is much like the situation the world finds itself in today with the coronavirus. We are being forced to improvise and to do things differently. In fact, one thing Beverly and I had to do yesterday differently was our communion. After watching and hearing Marshall on the internet, we were going to have communion. We did not have the regular kinds of crackers that are used for the communion, so we used Ritz crackers. We improvised, but we managed and we made it through it. There will likely be a lot more improvising by every one of us before we come to the end of this crisis. I don't like the word crisis, but that's probably the best way to describe it at this time. Facing a crisis. Hebrews 13 tells us that Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and today and forever. God does not have a bad day at the office. He does not wake up on the wrong side of the universe. God is constant, always the same, day after day. And there's comfort to us in that. He has promised eternal life to those who believe in Jesus Christ. John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life." And we know he won't change his mind about that. When everything else seems to be changing in our world, we have our faith and our hope. Whatever crisis we're facing does not catch God off guard. He knows what is going on. We were talking to our son on the phone this morning, and he said something to the effect, "I believe that community is what Christians are most losing in this time of social distancing. And what's more, I think Satan is happy because of that." Well, let's everyone commit to make Satan a little less happy today. Call someone, have some contact, create some community. Tell them you're missing them, tell them that you're praying for them, tell them that no matter what, you will always be in community with them. What have you done to improvise in this time of unique challenges? If you have some tricks or something special you've done that might help others to cope and manage through this process, share them with me by replying to the email that accompanies this website address, and I will share that information with everyone else. Two things to finish up with. First, Kobe and McKinley. They had their little baby Friday. And I'm sure little girl, I'm sure if she looks anything like Kobe and McKinley, she's a beautiful little girl. Her name was Hagen Ann. Last thing mentioned, today is my dad's 91st birthday. He's 91 years old today. So I haven't called him yet, but I intend to shortly. Take care, be safe, and be prayerful. See you next time.